This is Scott Helfrey with the BSc Instructional Technology Center, and in this video we're going to learn how to create a content item within a unit. So as always, we're going to assume that you've already learned how to log in. If not, please see video number 1. And our second assumption is that you are already logged in to your eCollege shell. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up our shell, and you can see the work that we've done in the previous videos, with the exception that I added the cellular structure unit back in that I had deleted at the end of the last video. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to click on cellular structure, and you'll see right away that it is empty. But we can see Unit 1, cellular structure. So I'm going to quickly just click on the Author tab and add something to that main page for Unit 1 cellular structure. And let's see, this is the content. And again, this might be a section that would, what you might want to put on this particular page would be just introductory text for the unit, letting people know, give them an overview, excuse me, of what it is they're going to learn, etc., etc. I'll go ahead and I will save my changes. And so now if I go back to my course view, I can now see Unit 1 cellular structure and my text. This is the title. This is the content. Okay, the subject matter of this video is to create a content item. So we have our unit cellular structure here. I want to create a content item. Now there's two ways of doing that. I'll jump into my author section by clicking on the Author tab and click on Unit Content Items. And we can see that we are under Unit 1 cellular structure and Unit Content Items. So I'm going to click that. Going into this section, I can see there's nothing in here except for the introduction, which is actually the main page for this unit. So I'm going to click Add Items. And I think I'll just call this one something like Cellular Item Number 1. Okay. Now I can select the item type. Text/multimedia allows you to use the editor that's built into eCollege. The same editor that we've used for when we created previous items before, that has the toolbar, kind of looks like a Microsoft Word editor. Now there's the Microsoft Office document option, which allows us to upload a Microsoft Office document, be it either a PowerPoint or a Microsoft Word document, and it'll convert it and create the unit content item for us. We have an exam, which we're not going to get into right now, a threaded discussion, which we'll go over later, and a web content upload, which we're also not going to get into. Okay, so I'm going to select Text Multimedia. Then it's going to ask us, where do we want to add this item to? We can see we have Course Home and Unit 1 cellular structure. Excuse me. So I have Course Home and cellular structure over here on the left. If I was to leave it at Course Home, this is one thing you need to look at when you create these. By default, it usually selects the top one. Well, if I add an item, then my cellular item number 1 is going to show up over here under Course Home. Actually, it'll be right under Syllabus because it'll be the next item. I don't want it there. I want it under Cellular Structure. So go ahead over in the Add To box and click Cellular Structure. Then Add Items, and your item will be created right over here underneath Cellular Structure. Now we want to add some content basically to that. So we'll go ahead and click Cellular Item Number 1. And here we are with the editor. And we get the editor because we chose that option, the Text/Multimedia option. So I can type in, this is the content, read this, learn, learn, learn. Okay, I'll click Save Changes. It'll go back to the editor. You'll see it again. And then if I click the Course tab, you'll see what the student would see. So this is where you can put in the actual meat of your course. So let's delete this. Now, to delete this, we do it the same way as when I spoke about in the last video about how to delete a unit. And remember, it gets kind of confusing sometimes because you actually have to go into the item. So I'm going to switch back to Author. And I have Cellular Item 1. Cellular Item 1 is selected. Go into Toolbox and delete cellular item number 1. Click delete, and it's going to disappear. It's gone. Okay, now I want to add something. I want to add a unit item again, but I want to choose the other option which I told you about, which is a office document. So I'll go back to course items and click that. I'm going to add items, type in my name, cellular, I'm going to call it the same thing, I think. Cellular item number 1. And this time I'm going to choose Microsoft Office document, choose where I want it to go to, which is under cellular structure, and add items. And when I click on it this time, rather than seeing the visual editor, I'm going to get a button to choose an upload. I will go ahead and click that button and pick the document that I would like to upload. I'm going to choose this one, and I click Upload and Convert. Identical to how we created a syllabus. Okay, now I haven't seen anything different. It looks the same. I need to go back over, click on Course to see what it's going to look like. And there we go. This is the Word document that I uploaded. Now keep in mind, if you have a very large Word document or if it's a more complex one, it may take longer to convert. Or if it's too complex, it may not convert correctly and you may get something that you did not want. So if you have a lot of tables and things such as that in your document, it may come out a little screwy. Okay, so this is how we create an item or a unit item underneath a unit.